Hey, what's up, guys? Today on Factual America, we're going into why sometimes surviving a medical crisis doesn't really get you out of the woods just yet. Let me hit you with a crazy stat. 66% of all bankruptcies in the U.S. are linked to medical bills. That's 2/3 of people losing everything because they got sick or hurt. Wild, right? Today, we're breaking down why medical bills are one of the biggest reasons people go bankrupt, even if they have insurance. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll be shook. Here's the game plan. First, we'll crunch the numbers to show how massive this problem really is. Then, we'll expose the secret reasons healthcare costs are out of control. After that, we'll follow the domino effect, how one hospital bill can wipe out your savings, and finally, we'll talk about how to fix this mess. Buckle up, let's get into it. Okay, first, let's talk numbers. Every year, over 500,000 Americans file for bankruptcy because of medical debt. 500,000. And get this, 80% of those people had insurance when they got hit with the bill. Insurance. So why are they still drowning? We'll get to that, but hold on to your seats. Here's the kicker. Medical debt isn't just bigger than other bankruptcies, it's monster-sized. Credit cards, student loans, gambling, combined, they don't even come close. In fact, medical bills cause 4x more bankruptcies than all those other reasons put together. Insane, right? But numbers don't tell the whole story. People do. Take Sarah, a teacher from Ohio. She survived cancer, but her $200,000 hospital bill destroyed her savings. She told us, "I beat the disease, but the debt ruined my life." Or meet Javier, a construction worker who broke his leg on the job. His insurance refused to cover the ER visit. Now he's $40,000 in debt. His quote, "I didn't choose to get hurt, but I'm paying for it forever." And it's not just catastrophic stuff. One mom went bankrupt after a routine childbirth because her baby needed 3 days in the NICU. The bill? $150,000. She said, "Bringing my son home felt like a crime." These stories aren't rare. They're everywhere. But why is healthcare so expensive? Let's rip off the bandage and expose the real villains. All right, let's get real. Why is healthcare so expensive? Let's break it down. A single Tylenol pill in a hospital, $15. A bag of IV saline, $500. Need an MRI? That'll be $3,000. And if you break your arm, congrats, you just won a $50,000 bill. Wild, right? Here's the thing. Hospitals charge whatever they want because there's no price tag up front. Surgeries, medications, it's all a black box. And drug companies, they're jacking up prices 1,000% because, well, they can. A vial of insulin costs $6 to make, but sells for $300. Absolute madness. But wait, insurance is supposed to save us, right? Wrong. Most plans have gotcha clauses, sky-high deductibles, co-pays, and out-of-pocket maximums that'll wreck your wallet. Imagine paying $800 a month for insurance, but still owing $10,000 before it kicks in. What's the point? And don't get me started on denied claims. Insurance companies routinely reject coverage for ER visits, ambulances, or even life-saving surgeries. Oh, and if your doctor is out of network, boom, $60,000 bill for a helicopter ambulance ride you didn't even agree to. It's like getting stabbed and then billed for the knife. Here's the worst part. You don't plan to get sick. 1 second, you're fine. The next, car crash, cancer, heart attack, and suddenly you're buried under $100,000 in bills for treatments you never saw coming. Take Mike, a dude who had a massive heart attack at 35. His insurance covered the surgery, but not the meds, rehab, or follow-ups. Now he's stuck with $150,000 in debt. He said, "I didn't choose this. The system chose for me." Or imagine a single ER trip for a kid's broken arm, $2,000 for the ambulance, $5,000 for the x-ray, $20,000 for the cast. And if you're uninsured, those numbers triple. How is anyone supposed to prepare for that? So now you're thinking, how does this all spiral into bankruptcy? Let's follow the money trail, and it gets dark. All right, let's get brutal. Medical debt doesn't just hit you, it drowns you. Imagine getting a $50,000 bill. You can't pay it, so you put it on a credit card. Now you're paying 29% interest on medical debt. Next thing you know, you're skipping rent, selling your car, or draining your kid's college fund just to survive. It's a financial avalanche, and once it starts, there's no stopping it. Take Rachel, a nurse who got COVID and spent 2 weeks in the ICU. Her bill? $400,000. She sold her house, emptied her retirement account, and still owed $200,000. She said, "I saved lives for a living, but no one could save mine from this." Here's where it gets evil. Unpaid medical bills, they go straight to collections and nuke your credit score. We're talking a 200-point drop overnight. Suddenly, you can't get a loan, a car, or even an apartment. One mom told us her credit score went from 750 to 570 because of a $5,000 ER bill. She said, "I'm being punished for getting sick." And it gets worse. Even if you negotiate or set up payments, hospitals can still sue you, garnish your wages, or seize your tax refunds. You're not just broke, you're trapped in a nightmare loop. So what happens when you hit rock bottom? You file for bankruptcy. 620,000 Americans do it every year because of medical bills. Here's how it works. You either liquidate everything you own, that's Chapter 7, or spend 5 years paying crumbs to creditors, Chapter 13. Either way, your life gets put on blast in court, and that bankruptcy stamp stays on your record for 7 to 10 years. Good luck buying a house after that. Meet David, a dad who filed Chapter 7 after his daughter's leukemia treatment. He lost his house, his car, and his credit. His words? "I failed her. The system failed us both." But here's the kicker. Even bankruptcy doesn't erase all medical debt. Some states let hospitals come after you for bills years later. It's like a horror movie where the monster never dies. So now you're screaming, how do we fix this? Well, buckle up, because the solutions are wild, controversial, and long overdue. Let's start with the big fixes. Countries like Canada and the UK have universal health care, no medical bankruptcies, ever. How? They cap drug prices, ban surprise bills, and make hospitals post prices up front. Imagine knowing your surgery costs. $10,000 instead of getting a mystery bill for $100,000. Wild concept, right? Some U.S. states are fighting back too. Colorado capped insulin at $50 a month. California launched free public option health care, and guess what? It's working. But we need this nationwide. Medicare for all? Price transparency laws? Yes, it's time to treat health care like a human right, not a luxury. Now, personal moves. First, emergency savings. Aim for at least $1,000 in a break glass fund. Yeah, it's tough, but even $20 a month adds up. Second, Triple check your insurance, know your deductible, max out of pocket, and fight denied claims like your life depends on it, because it does. And if you get a bill, negotiate. Hospitals often slash prices by 50 to 80% if you ask. Or demand an itemized bill, you'll see $10 bandages and $500 gauze pads. Call them out. It's not perfect, but it's playing defense in a rigged game. Here's the good news. You're not alone. Groups like RIP Medical Debt buy up and erase billions in debt for pennies. Churches, local charities, and even GoFundMe, sadly, are lifelines. One guy raised $200,000 for his daughter's cancer treatment, but no one should have to beg strangers to survive. Pro tip, always apply for hospital financial aid. Many have funds for low-income patients, they just don't advertise it. And if you're drowning, reach out to a nonprofit credit counselor. They'll help you fight, budget, and breathe again. If you've ever faced a medical bill nightmare, drop a comment, share your story. And if you learned anything today, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because the more people who see this, the harder it gets to ignore the crisis. Stay safe, stay loud, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.